Hi guys, this is Courtney. Welcome back to my channel. I know this is a completely different setup, but I thought I would try my hand at a chop and chat the way it's supposed to look. Now mind you, I struggled a little bit to make sure that I don't hopefully hit the camera. So I may turn my board kind of angled so that I can kind of get it and do what I need to do. But I got this idea from my friend Rebecca from the Wax Files. If you are not subscribed to her channel, you should definitely go check her out. And so these are literally some of the questions from her last Chop and Chat that I thought would be fun to answer, plus a couple more that were inspired by a video that I just got through watching. So if you're interested, then please stay tuned. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Hopefully I do not knock the camera and I managed to keep this in frame. But I have some things for my melting basket. A lot of these are like souffles and cake bites and things like that. So we're gonna go ahead and start chopping. So the first one that I'm gonna be chopping is cherry cupcakes. And I might also turn on another light just to make it a little bit brighter. Let's see if we can do that and if it helps. Okay, I don't know if that helped any at all. Yeah, I think it did. Okay, so the first thing that we are going to talk about while I am chopping away, and I try to, for my souffles, I try to get halfway, and then and cherry cupcakes is by Swanky. I don't know if I mentioned that, and Swanky is a very soft wax. Most of the wax that I'm chopping today, I don't actually have to microwave, so that's a good thing. But I was gonna say, so the first thing that I wrote down to actually talk about is long videos with a question mark, right? Because I am watching my girl Steph Loves Life, I believe is her name. Let me make sure I'm getting it right. I believe it's Steph Loves Life. I always want to say Steph Loves Melts, and I'm pretty sure that is not it. But I could be getting it. Let me make sure. Yeah, Steph Loves Life. Okay. So anyway, and she put up this fantastic 1 hour and 48-minute empties video. And I know some of y'all are probably like, wow, that is a long video. But let me tell you something. I'm the type of person, I like something in the background when I'm working, whatever it is that I'm doing. And so I decided today to finally go ahead and declutter my daughter's room. That has been on my to-do list for like a month now. Also, if you hear random noises, my husband is working on a project. So he's sanding some wood, and then also people are shooting fireworks earlier in the day. It is the 4th of July. I don't know when this video will go up, but anyway. And so I was saying that when I am working, I will turn on a video. For me, the longer the better. Just let it play in the background while I'm doing whatever I am doing. Next, I'm gonna chop Mrs. Flintstone from Salt Mountain Melts. This is Fruity Pebbles, pistachio pudding cake, and sugar milk. And I do also have some baby wipes here to kind of wipe my cutter in between. But like I was saying, if I have something to do, especially something that I already don't want to do, listening to something that I enjoy just makes it a more enjoyable task. And tackling her closet was daunting for me. I don't know why. Probably because I have not really truly decluttered or organized her closet in at least a year, and it really needed to be done, especially now that she officially has a big girl bed and everything. Oh, this smells really good. So Steph's hour and 48-minute video was absolutely perfect for me. And so I am curious as to, how do you guys feel about long videos? Are you kind of a give me a 15-minute and under video, or are you kind of you know what, the longer the better? For me, it doesn't matter. I watch 10-minute videos, I watch hour and 48-minute videos. If I enjoy the person's content, I genuinely do not care how long their video is. So the next thing that I wanted to talk about is also actually inspired by Steph's video, and that is packaging, right? So in Steph's video, she was talking about, I think it was VCS, right? Like she was kind of talking about how VCS announced that they were closing, and then like how she panic bought a lot of wax, and you know, since then VCS has opened back up, but her biggest I guess issue or thing that she didn't like was like one of her last orders that she had gotten from VCS, like everything arrived like in shambles and broken. And for those of you all who watch my girl Summer Michelle, you know, she recently experienced something similar with the pharmacist's daughter. So this is going to be strawberry marshmallow cake, and by Salt Mountain Milks, and that is fresh picked strawberries, marshmallows, and fluffy cake. Normally I would just, as a side note, chop my wax like when I get ready to melt it, but y'all, I have just been so busy lately that is one less thing that I want to actually have to do at that moment, so it'll be nice to have it pre-chopped. But anyway, back to that, what I was saying about packaging. So, oop, just hit the camera, sorry. So my girl Miss Summer Michelle just experienced something similar with the pharmacist's daughter. She ordered her wax and it pretty much came in shambles. It was, you know, well documented in her actual haul video. And so that just got me to thinking about like packaging. And I'll be honest, for me, this goes beyond wax, right? Because I think for any company, no matter what it is that you sell, like packaging is one of the top most important things besides the actual quality of your product and your customer service. I remember one time I ordered from Bath and Body Works, and they just threw my stuff in a box. Like they threw shower gels, lotions, and fine fragrance mist just in a box with nothing. No those little fluffy white things, no like of the inflated plastic, nothing to insulate it. It came cracked, stuff spilled, splattered everywhere. And while yes, they did resend me what was damaged, it just left a bad taste in my mouth, and I have not ordered online from Bath and Body Works since. And honestly, they probably would get a whole lot more money from me if I was still ordering from online. But now I will only do buy online, pick up in store, because it was such a disappointing experience. And this I'm getting ready to cut up as a cake bite from Second and Spruce. And this is Richard's Mustache, which is shaving cream, mallow fireside, toasted mallow, and salty sea air. So, and you'll see I have a little paper towel here just to kind of, it makes it easier to clean my little cutting board. But as I was saying, like packaging like can make or break, at least for me, if I want to purchase from you. And so that goes beyond wax for me. That includes pretty much anything. Like if I order online from you and your packaging is not together, I probably won't be ordering online from you again. Like I will just find somewhere else to get it. And so with that being said, I understand what Steph was saying about her disappointment with how her package came. I think for most of us who love wax, you know, like who truly just have a love for it and do it, you know, for the enjoyment, which I think isn't that why, you know, most people do it, because some people probably think we're crazy. But like for me, I like for my wax to arrive pristine. Like I want it to look untouched until I get ready to touch it. Now, does that make me crazy? Maybe, because I know it's still wax and it'll melt the same. And I don't mind, like, if something is well packaged and, like, something may still come broken, right? Like, I know sometimes that can happen. Like, if it's, if you have, like, snap bars or brittles or something like that, I do know that that is just possible. You know, it just is what it is. But when it's just obvious that you didn't actually take the time to actually care enough about the product that you are providing to your customers to do your part to help make the, sorry, hit the camera again, to help make the package arrive in the best possible condition, like that's just disappointing and annoying. And at least for me as a customer, it leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Like I said, I haven't, and that happened to me with Bath and Body Works. Ooh, probably, it's been at least a year, and I have not ordered a thing. I have thought about it, and then I remember that experience, and I said, nope. And I just let whatever's in my cart sit there, and I don't worry about it. Also, if you hear in the background, my daughter's eating her lunch. So, you know, I totally understand where stuff is coming from. I know, you know, others are probably can be more forgiving about it, but the way I see it, I always compare it to my experience. Oh, and I didn't tell you I was getting ready to melt. This is No Suds, No Save. And this is Fresh Laundry, Blackberry Lemonade, Sugar, and Vanilla. But what was I gonna say? I know some people, you know, maybe I guess quote unquote more forgiving than others, but I do think that it can leave a bad taste in people's mouth. I know it leaves a bad taste in my mouth. And I was gonna say, I compare it to my experience with Teddy B's, right? The post office lost my package. Y'all, well, that debacle is well documented on my channel. But for those who don't know, they lost my package for like 2 weeks. It shipped from Houston, went all the way to Puerto Rico before it made it back to my house. And when I tell you the package, when I opened my package, my wax looked untouched, pristine, like nothing was out of place. And surely I would have thought with all of the places it had been throughout, because let's be honest, like we all know the post office isn't exactly the most gentle with our packages, even though we like for them to be, even though vendors tell them, hey, this is fragile, please treat it with care, they don't listen. So I base, you know, like my the type of packaging that I want on that experience, just because that was such a horrible experience as far as not knowing if I was going to get my package and then finding out it had been all over the US of A and back. So I appreciate the care that Tiffany put into her package. And I will be honest, that definitely is a big thing that sways me on if I am going to purchase from a vendor again or not. And the thing is, it doesn't even necessarily have to happen, you know, like to me personally, because my items did not arrive damaged from the pharmacist's daughter, but I definitely did not love how they arrived smushed and smudged. And so, you know, I just think that that is definitely something, you know, for any business, like I said, not just wax, to keep in mind. Because when my stuff arrives a hot mess, I'm instantly annoyed. Instantly annoyed. So that was just my 2 cents on that. It got me to thinking about it and wanting to share my 2 cents, thanks to Inspired by Steph's video. Make sure y'all go watch her latest melting video. She got through a ton, and it's always fun to hear what she has to say. So now on to some of the questions that I got from my girl, Miss Rebecca from the Wax Files. Hey, and I got, I think, yeah, one more cake bite to cut up. And this is I'll Be There For You, which is strawberry ice cream, orange sherbet, mango, sorbet, and fresh strawberries. Okay, so next is, what is your favorite color? And my favorite color has always been red. That is my color. I love it. I know, I feel like a lot of times, often, especially women, like their favorite color, women, little girls, it's like purple or pink, and occasionally you'll get like a yellow in there. But I don't hear as many people say red. I just love red. I think it's a beautiful, vibrant color. Maybe it's also because I'm crazy about Christmas and I'm a crazy Christmas lady. I don't know, but I've just always loved it. Like even when I was little, for Easter, my mom would always have to try to find me a red Easter dress, or an Easter dress that had red in it, which, if y'all know, you know, Easter is like normally between March and April. That is not like the easiest time of year to find a red dress. But she made it happen every year for her baby because she knew that I love red. So that is my favorite color. And then the next question is, what is your favorite thing about the wax community? And I thought this was just a really fun one to answer. And I'm gonna be honest, for me, my favorite thing about the wax community is the community. And I know that might sound cliche or whatever, but when I say that, you know, I am one that is also heavily into self-care, into perfume and everything. I, for a long time, was also big in the, and when I say big in, I mean like into the hair community. But I don't think I have found a community as welcoming as the wax community is. Like, everyone is so kind, so sweet. I have, you know, developed genuine relationships with some of these ladies that go beyond YouTube. Like, people in the wax community are your biggest cheerleaders. And maybe part of it is because like we all share the same interests, but I mean still, like, they're just so supportive. Like, you'll see, if you've been wanting to start a channel and watch and see how many people in the wax community start subscribing to your videos, commenting, and having a good old time, like just watching and supporting you. They're supportive, they're helpful. I think that's my favorite thing about the wax community. Second to that is just how fun it is. Like, I just can't ever get enough of all of the different fun scents and blends. This from Second and Spruce is Wasting Away in What the Melon Ritaville, which is the What the Melon Rita, muddled watermelon, lime margarita, sugar, and also key lime pie. So they're just super, super supportive. Okay. Next. Oh, this smells really good. And normally for my mini loaves from Second and Spruce, if I want them in my open concept, I can get, let me see here. I can get 2 full, ooh, I feel like I did not quite get that in half. I did not. Wow, I messed that up royally. Let me just, okay, yeah, there we go. I normally get 2, it's not, oh, come on. Okay, Erica's wax is so soft, so you know, it'll figure it out. But I normally can get 2 warms, you know, like just 1 cube in each section, and her wax does really well in my open concept. And I'll be honest, one of these pieces, is feeling kind of big, but I will see when it comes time to warm. I know y'all are like, dang girl, you making a mess, because I think I could probably cut that in half, but I don't know. I'll wait until I get ready to actually pop it in my warmers to determine if I want to cut it a little bit smaller. But I feel like I do, but like I said, I'll wait till then. But I normally can get at least 2 warms in my open concept, and then I just kind of pop it back into its little situation to keep it from becoming a hot mess in the bag, because her wax is so soft. I got that idea from Jenny. But anyway, next question is, are you a morning person or a night owl? And I am absolutely a morning person. I am normally up anywhere between 4 and 7 o'clock. Me sleeping in is being up at 7. I'm normally up closer to between 5 and 6. I am a morning person. Me being up at like 1 or 2 in the morning means that I can't sleep. It is not something that is done by choice. My husband is the opposite, actually. He is a night owl, and this is School's Out for the Summer, which is Summer Scoop, Rainbow, Sherbet, Fruity Cereal Milk, and Waffle Cone. He is actually a night owl. I'm just, you know, not, and I guess it's because I wake up so doggone early in the morning until by like 9 or 10 o'clock, I am crashing. So, and you know, when you're a busybody, you also have so much to do during all those hours. So, yeah, so I'm a morning person instead of actually being a night owl, and I'm okay with that. A lot of times, if there's ever a live, like a lot of times people will see me say, y'all, I started watching, but then I fell asleep, because the lives normally start. Okay, I did a much better job of cutting this one in half than I did the last one, I think. Yeah, that one's pretty good. Okay. Here we go. Oh, you know what? I just realized the other mini loaf I did, no wonder it was too big. I didn't cut it. I was supposed to cut those in half. I couldn't figure out why. I was like, why was it so big? Now I know why. I got to go back and fix that. Anyway, I knew something was wrong about why those, I could not figure out why those pieces were so, I was like, these pieces are so big. And I couldn't figure out why. That was why, because I didn't cut it right. But let's see. What's the next question? What genre of movies do you like? So I don't need like a super in-depth storyline. I am the person who likes a super cheesy, nice, feel-good, romantic rom-com. I don't necessarily mean like a dramatic romantic movie like I forget, like Titanic or something like that, but just like a cute rom-com, you know, cute little feel-good movie like Hallmark. I enjoy the movies that come on Lifetime, even though those aren't rom-coms, but I don't need anything too serious. I also enjoy action movies, but as far as action movies go, I don't like for it to be too gory. I don't like anything that's too graphic, and when I say graphic, I mean like removing of body parts or like anything like that's not my kind of stuff. Now, oddly enough, at the same time, I love me some true crime. Like, you will see me watching true crime stuff all day on my TV. Like the ID channel and Oxygen, besides Hallmark, are probably one of my most like watched channels. I love me some true crime TV. So no, it's probably an oxymoron. I don't watch anything horror related. It scares me. I don't like scary movies at all. I don't like things jumping out in movies. It's just not my cup of tea. I know some people absolutely love it, but that's not for me. I'm a scaredy cat, so I don't watch that. Next up is, what is your favorite childhood memory? And I am trying to think. I would probably say though that it was like just some of the trips that, you know, we took as like when I was a child. Like, I remember going to Disney. I remember being terrified of all of the characters that were all in their costumes and dressed up. And I remember seeing the shows and having fun at Universal Studios. I remember one time my mom and I took a trip to the Smoky Mountains. Next, I'm going to go ahead and cut up Surfside Sweet Shop from Miss Teddy D's. And the scent notes for this are birthday cake, marshmallow, cream, butter cookies, cake batter, and beach treats, which is her version of beach nights. This I got, or it was poured in November of 2023. So I feel like we are close enough to being nice and cured for me to at least start cutting this up so I can start enjoying it. Do I expect to melt through this entire loaf this month? No. But I do expect to start like making a dent in it. Okay. And so that's what I'm gonna do. And I love that Tiffany's wax. Again, everyone's wax that I've cut today is, it's soft enough to where I don't have to microwave it, which makes me doing this video a little bit easier. So I appreciate that. Okay. Yeah, I think that's good enough. And like I said, I just kind of chop to make it look neat. And then if I feel like my pieces are too big, I'll chop them again later. Not a big deal. But I would say some of my favorite childhood memories are just like family trips and hanging out with my mom. She's still my bestie to this day. Next, what's the one country that you want to visit? I would say Africa. Yeah, that is definitely one that is on my list. I think it would be amazing just to kind of go back to, you know, what I consider like where, you know, I originated from, or like where my origins are as, you know, an African American woman. I think how absolutely amazing would that be. So that is definitely a place that I think would be amazing to visit, and hopefully, oh, sorry y'all. Okay. I will be able to make that happen. You know what? I was supposed to cut this in half this way. It's been a while since I've cut like a loaf. So I didn't forget how to do it. But, let's see if we can just, there we go. Okay. We can do it that way and just plop it on in the bag. So yeah, that is the country that's like at the top of my list of places that I think it would be amazing to visit, and is on my bucket list. And then the last question is, do you like chopping wax? And I am indifferent. I don't hate it. You know, I don't mind it like when I'm in the mood for it, but I don't know if I would like want to chop wax for like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours. But, you know, I don't mind. So anyway, of course my camera cut off right at the end. But as I was saying, those are all of the questions that I had just to kind of chit chat about. in today's chop and chat. I hope that you all enjoyed chopping some wax with me to make it easier to easily get through my melting basket. If you did, let me know down in the comments below. And what I would love to know is drop me a question down below that you would like for me to answer in my next chop and chat video, because I do hope to do these a little bit more often. I've only done one on my channel before, so I hope to do them a little bit more often than once a year. So let me know down in the comments below. I hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you did, I would appreciate a thumbs up. And if you like videos like this and you're not subscribed to my channel, I would love if you would decide to do so. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.